succeed if you really got a job in the US and to leave Reece and the UK?
No, I don't have a job in the US. I would never leave Reece. We knew it would be very emotional for fans to see us argue, and we thought that was some good drama to put in the last episode, to put the show under threat and to put our partnership under threat, and it seems like it's worked.
I love doing this. This is the closest I'll ever be to being Reece Shearsmith. Rage and anger.
Well, you never do it. It's always a surprise to see you.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it was good.
This sort of
blowing your top, the terror behind those. Because can you imagine? Stop and think for a second what it would be like to be paralysed and now in the wake of this older man
bearing down on you.
I know. Look at this.
Horrible.
They're doing a countdown of our 9 top spookiest moments from our previous episodes.
And we're going to rank them in order, aren't we? We're going to try to.
We're going to try.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's nothing we like better than ranking.
We're missing the Mrs. Brown's boys.
I know, tonight, what are you all doing here? It's the live Halloween Mrs. Brown's boys, and we might be able to go get back for it.
Our initial idea when we talked about this fake episode was that we'd have a fake episode. We'd use one of the ideas that we didn't feel was inside number 9, but not quite. We didn't know what to do with it, which was the phone call. And we thought, in order to make this really, really believable, you have to cut to another program, and then people will really genuinely believe that something bad has happened. And so we thought of asking if we could use Mrs. Brown's voice. And Agnes Brown would open the door to one of her, brood, and there would be a masked killer just there, and chop her head off. And in one version, we were going to ask Brendan O'Carroll if he wouldn't mind having his head chopped off. Yeah. And in the end, we thought it'd be too complex and too complicated to do that, so we never even asked. But that's when we came up with having a repeat of Quiet Night In.
I'm thinking of 10 Rillington Place, looking at this set and the colours,
isn't it?
It's
I know where you should be.
It's so grim.
It is. It was quite depressing being there for those 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible because it was kind of like it does get you down those carpets and that purple walls.
Common theme, and we went through. In fact, in the book, you can see where we're doing all the doodles, trying to find the right number. And we were like 52, 25.
We went through every number and all of them. 1, now 2, now 3, now 4, now.
Well, we wanted number 5, and they told us we couldn't have it because Chanel have it.
No, they've got that.
Yeah. And you know what it was at the end of the day? Simple alliteration. Number 9. Yay! That's it!
Number 9 fans. This is the number 9 fan.
We talked about doing a sci-fi, although neither of us are particular fans of sci-fi.
No.
A really good, nice romantic comedy that I'd love to do.
Boring.
He's got.
And then look, here we
Who's
get
this?
a third party. Think, what's this then? And there's this strange-looking old face.
The whole episode is just so unsettling to me. Poor kid. Could it be Wiseowl? I mean, because Ronnie is like a man boy, isn't he?
Child.
He is a poor kid.
Is it seance time? There's a little kid at that, but he's the one that's had the bad thing happen, but he gets his revenge.
He gets his
sort
revenge,
of. You wouldn't
yeah.
say poor kid at the end of it.
Nah. What should we go with?
Say Wiseowl so that we're not just sat in silence.
Wiseowl.
Seance time. It is!
Ah, it was seance time.
Poor kid!
We do this one, and there's another little game built into these. This was aired on the 23rd of April 2015. Which one was it? Who's a fan? Who's a fan? Right, well, anyway.
Series 2?
Yeah.
What's the date?
23rd of April.
And again, a brilliant performance by
Steve Pemberton.
Dawn French, who's playing Joy completely sympathetically. I mean, it's such an extraordinary thing to try and make real.
12 Days of Christine. This is full of creepy moments, not least Reece in a see-through Mac. But we like the moment where Christine is doing an Easter egg hunt, and then that morphs into her being haunted by
eggs.
Eggs being thrown at her.
Doesn't sound that creepy when you say it out loud, but it is.
No. I'd love to do a proper musical.
Like La La Land.
Yeah. What would it? Wouldn't be La La Land. What would it be called? Kill Kill Land.
Boo Boo Land.
Ridiculous.
Because we're recording this on the day after Seance Time has gone out.
Yeah. Don't place it like that.
I am doing.
Do you remember there was another person who we mutually know who told us he'd been having an argument with his wife about a kitten, and he just said we had this argument, and I just said it's not the kitten. It's not the kitten, it's this. And so the shoe representing something. I didn't say who it was.
No, but
I didn't name it. Maybe I It's not the kitten.
It's not the kitten.
That made us laugh, and so we thought, yeah, we're onto something. The shoe is representative of something else. And we wrote that in about a week, I would say, because we were so inspired so quickly.
No, I don't really listen to many podcasts. I've got into listening to some. There were some other ones that extrapolated more about the Jinx character, Bob Durst. Not character, he's a real person, but some of the murder ones are quite good. But I've not really listened to many. You do, don't you? You listen to.
You like David Sowerbert's listening to murders.
David.
I like. There's a couple of comedy ones I like. Brian and Roger, which is
yes,
done by Harry Peacock and Dan Skinner.
Oh,
Very funny. And Joan and Jericho.
That's right. Yeah, I did listen to that. That's filthy. That's just like them two egging each other on. That's just like it shouldn't really be on air.
Well, it's not on air. That's the thing. You can say what you want,
right?
In a podcast. I think one of our favourite lines was the weariness of. Do you know how many times a week I get asked to do podcasts? It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And it gives me great pleasure to say no to every single one of them.
Yes.
And here we are doing a podcast.
I know. Well, that's why that somehow lets us off the hook that we're not mocking people that do podcasts, because we do one ourselves. I mean, under duress.
Yes.
I didn't want to do this. We made to, if you must know. But anyway.
Cold Comfort. Now, this is one of the simplest of the stories, all shot on CCTV cameras.
Higher than that? No.
Amusing to know that we have managed to disturb and unsettle people.
Yeah. It's not been for nothing.
Cue the music. It's almost time to say goodnight, to bring the curtain down. It's almost time to say au revoir. And I've forgotten the words.
To you, so long it has been swell, but don't you cry the tears of a clown. If you're
going to cry tears of laughter, a smile takes much less effort than a frown. So that's one more joke, and raise the rafters, cause laughter's the best medicine in town. Doctor, I keep feeling like a woman who's delivering babies.
Don't worry, it's just a midlife crisis.
Yes, if you're going to cry tears of laughter, your body won't remember it too. Misery might make you win a laughter, but laughter is my memory of you.
There are 3 kinds of people in this world, those that can count and those that can't. Scrap.
It's my memory of you. You know, I've tried for 4 years to find my mother-in-law's killer, but no one will do it. Laughter is my memory.